for war. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more.
Well, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Kaepernick. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. And yet again, it's McLaurin. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because when this guy can blitz,
he's got it at the 15. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Kaepernick wants to throw on 3rd and 1. Toward the pylon, caught.
Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And Washington has taken a 1st-quarter lead.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run left with Pollard. Fights through him, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 13-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Pollard, the great move, couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Prescott to throw on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 4th and 2. They got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Six nothing our score after 1. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Prescott from the gun. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now Kaepernick. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
A 7-yard gain.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Neville Gallimore on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Thomas has got it. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. To throw is Kaepernick. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Gibson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just...
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington has retaken the lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Play fake. Prescott. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Prescott yet again. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
Kaepernick now on first down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now Kaepernick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third and long, it's Kaepernick. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got his man. It's Gallup. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Final play of the half. Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 27, Prescott. They'll roll him out right.
Able to hit his target, Lamb.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flush to his right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown.
But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick.
We'll find Gibson here complete.
And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. From the gun on third down, Kaepernick.
That one is slant to McLaurin.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have even...
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Randy Gregory. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Buying time to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
Kaepernick looking to throw for it. Throws right side, and he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Pollard again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Escaping the pressure right. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Schultz. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
And that third counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without him, they're not winning this game.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And some room to maneuver. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind, going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Cowboys 34, Washington 20.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Danny Johnson returning. And he returns this to the 22.
Washington will take over 1st and 10.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Kaepernick.
Hitting Samuel on the slant.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. His throw incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings us 3rd and 2.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27.
Again, it's Kaepernick. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done.
Then he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Randy Gregory picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check Mike.
Here's Kaepernick to throw.
Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without...
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Neville Gallimore. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Play action now. Prescott sliding out of the pocket.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that's caught inside the 35. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off the play fake, Prescott. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb. with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Cowboys 41, Washington 27.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Kaepernick now on 1st down.
He's got McLaurin.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, that's what I do.
Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Watch the run. Mike 14. Mike 14.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Rolling to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, Prescott here to throw.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Cowboys extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Pollard from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Throwing here, Prescott. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.